This is Dan Dicks here reporting for Press for Truth. You may recall that last month I put out this video, Pride or Else. Ontario Town fined $10,000 for refusing to celebrate Pride Month. And then I followed that up with this one. Based mayor refuses to cave and pay fine after town rejected pride flag. He says that's extortion. The mayor is refusing to cave to the demands of the group Borderland Pride, saying absolutely not, I will not be extorted. And in case you're not familiar with this story, basically back in 2020 in the small town of Emo, Ontario, that's only comprised of 1,400 people, you have this group called Borderland Pride who tried to draft up this proclamation and force the town to sign it, saying that they're going to recognize June as Pride Month and that they're going to officially fly a pride flag, even though they don't even officially have a flagpole. Well, upon being forced to sign this declaration, the town had a little meeting about this, and the mayor of the town was heard on record saying, well, there's no side of this for the other coin. Where's the flag for all the straight people? And for that, guys, a human rights tribunal ordered the town to pay a fine of $10,000, and the mayor himself was ordered to pay $5,000 from his own pocket for these comments. And this is the video that I posted about that, saying this base mayor is refusing to do this, calling it extortion, because that's exactly what it is. Well, folks, check out the update that we have coming in now. The mayor who stood up to the Pride group has just had his bank account garnished. Emo Mayor Harold McQuaker faces stiffer justice from the authorities than bank robbers and carjackers, guys. So I posted that article here a couple of days ago on December 7th, saying, let's go, Internet. It's time to start a Go Get Funding or a Give, Send, Go campaign, not GoFundMe, to raise a ton of money for this guy, to send a message that people like him won't be pushed around. And then the following day, somebody responded to my original video asking for help with this one. Here it is, the Give, Send, Go site to help the town of Emo and the Mayor Quaker fight the tyrannical Borderland Pride. And here it is, guys. I'm pleased to show you today. This is the Give, Send, Go campaign, and it has already raised over $14,000. That's more than enough for the mayor and the entire town council to pay off all of the fines, and I'm really hoping that it can reach the full goal of $150,000 so we can send a message to this Borderland Pride group and anybody else who wants to push around people like this mayor that they won't be pushed around and people will have their backs. So I shared the Give, Send, Go campaign saying, you know what to do, folks, and I hope you do. So today we're gonna cover this one and much more. But really quickly, guys, before we do it, I said check me out right here at subscribestar.com/pressfortruth if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this info. Guys, here you can do $5 a month, $10 a month, $20, whatever is within your means is very greatly appreciated. Thank you so much to anybody who does take 2 minutes today to support my efforts by subscribing here at subscribestar.com/pressfortruth. All right, guys, let's just jump right into this. This is absolutely an insane update. It's unfortunate I have to bring you this news, but here it is. Although the Northern Ontario municipal leader vowed not to honor the $5,000 fine that the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario levied against him for comments surrounding a town council not approving a motion to approve Pride Month, he wasn't given a choice. In fact, the winner of the judgment that McQuaker called extortion has boasted about it already, that they've gone into his bank account to collect the money. This is Borderland Pride posting on their Facebook page saying, sure, sex is great, but have you ever garnished your mayor's bank account after he publicly refused to comply with the tribunal's order to pay damages? Says Borderland Pride on their Facebook post. It seems that they are enjoying this. By the way, in response to that post, someone here chimes in and says, to all those who are following this story, Borderland Pride posted this. comparing sex to garnishing the mayor's bank account. I have no words at this point. Absolutely wild. And they chime in saying, "That's right, Isabel. Garnishment. That is how you enforce a court order for the payment of money. The tribunal's judgment is not optional just because Harold McQuaker told the Toronto Sun that he wasn't going to pay." So as Warmington points out here, it does indeed seem like they are enjoying this with that and doubling down on it all too. Council may not have to let them raise a rainbow flag for Pride Month, but they're planting a flag in the ground here to show that emo is their town. Again, guys, this town is comprised up of 1,400 people. Can you imagine this small, completely fringe element of their society has apparently taken control and are able to garnish the bank account of the mayor of the town? That just goes to show you how, again, as I said in previous videos, how far that pendulum has swung to one side of so-called LGBTQ acceptance, and how we need to bring it back to a place of normalcy and rationality. Mayor McQuaker's comments in the Toronto Sun and other media were very clear that he did not respect nor intend to comply with the tribunal's orders. They said in an email, consequently, it was apparent that he would not voluntarily make the payments of the damages ordered, so we took immediate action to garnish his bank account. What McQuaker told the Sun was, "I utterly refused to pay the $5,000 because that's extortion," and also said he would not partake in an Ontario Human Rights Commission or re-education course. Guys, again, just to update you, not only was he ordered to pay a $5,000 fine and city council members ordered to pay $10,000, but they apparently have to attend a training program to re-educate them in being progressive and inclusive, to which he obviously refused to attend. But I'd like to see how they're going to enforce that one. I mean, how far is this really going to go, you know? So, but at this point, it remains to be seen, because this story just keeps getting crazier and crazier. On ensuring that he would pay, Borderland Pride said that the garnishment was issued by the court and delivered to the CIBC in Emo, which is the only bank in the community. And there's no hearing or application to issue a notice of garnishment. It's a service provided at the court counter or online once a person has an order for the payment of money. Borderland Pride also wrote, orders of the tribunal can be enforced in the same manner as any civil judgment for the payment of money. We intend to ensure the tribunal's orders are complied with. Turns out Mayor McQuaker is not in charge. Borderland Pride is. And maybe it's not just this pride group, Borderland Pride, and whoever's pushing this nonsense, who we have to call out here, but CIBC as well for engaging this, kowtowing to this Borderland Pride group, and literally going into the bank account of the mayor to garnish his wages. Like, CIBC is absolutely in the wrong here as well. Warmington says, cancel culture is canceling this mayor and digging into his personal savings too. On a weak premise that there is discrimination of LGBT people there, the enforcement is harsher than most violent criminals receive. It seems like a heavy-handed, undemocratic move, not to mention a violation of his personal finances and cruel and unusual punishment. It's also a very slippery slope. And here's that response to them, saying to this Isabel lady, yeah, garnishment is what happens. You better watch out. The state using legal instruments to take from one person and give to others amounts to communism and authoritarianism that should scare every citizen. First, we saw governments and banks freezing accounts of pandemic lockdown protesters, seizing donations to crowdfunding sites, and now, in woke Canada, comes word that they can raid bank accounts as well. Literally, of the mayor of a town for refusing to kowtow to the demands of a pride group, guys. Absolutely crazy. A creeping police state is what should be cancelled, not a venerable village mayor. Just because people get the whip hand on somebody does not mean that they need to wield it. Power is not power when it's abused. Restraint and fair play is power. So having said that, guys, let's engage in this fair play, shall we? Let's take part in the Give, Send, Go campaign. I made a contribution yesterday, and I tweeted it out encouraging everybody else to do the same thing. And I hope that upon watching this video, you're going to step up and do the right thing as well, guys. I'm going to put a link to this Warmington article in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. But I just want to end it with this. It says, this seems like a modern-day witch hunt. While they didn't win the June Pride Month designation, Borderland Pride is winning the battle of emo now and using Ontario oversight and procedures to do it. Like it or not, with the help of highly skilled, experienced, and professional lawyer Douglas Judson, they're using the law and it is ruling in their favor. However, it's not helping Canada, and rubbing the mayor's nose in it and spiking the football on social media is unseemly. But Borderland Pride says, despite suggestions in your prior reporting and elsewhere, which portray the mayor as elderly, vulnerable, or somehow economically disadvantaged, he owns a successful trucking company and is likely one of the wealthiest people in the community. While his financial status should be irrelevant, McQuaker is $5,000 poorer today thanks to his bank account being garnished, and a country understands that Borderland Pride is the new boss here. So again, guys, let's turn the tables here. Let's give our support to this mayor and the town council here, and let's push this up from $14,000 that it is currently at to the goal of $150,000, sending the message that anytime somebody stands up to people like this and does the right thing, you know, society's going to have their backs. And also sending the message that, you know, you can't, you know, push people around like this. You know, they've pretty much won in every instance. You know, they can do everything they've demanded. You know, they can get married, they have their day, they have their month, they can adopt children if they want. Now they're saying you have to proclaim a whole month and fly a flag, and if you don't, we'll fine you. Guys, that's obviously taking things way too far. So let's do the right thing. Let's support this mayor, let's support this town council, let's contribute to the GoFundMe. I will put a link in the description below, guys. I hope to see you pitch in on this. Let's get the Press for Truth audience to, you know, maybe we could double this today from, you know, 14 to 28. Let's see what we can do, guys. Click that top link in the description below to where you can get to this Give, Send, Go campaign. And again, let's show Borderland Pride that they can't push around the small town of emo. So just wanted to bring that to your attention, since I have been covering this one since it started back in November of last month. So just had to bring this update to your attention, guys. Once again, if you do appreciate my efforts to do so, don't forget to check me out at subscribestar.com/pressfortruth. Once again, you can check the link for that in the description below on whatever video platform you happen to be watching this on today. And that's all for today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please click the thumbs up button, share this video, and stay tuned, guys. We're going to have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.